We start with 1 hour chart. First of all, if you refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was here, if you mentioned how we can look for trade, how we can look for buy, there was no trade set up to look for buy as we can see the price drop. And one of the option, the second option was to have entry above this. Anyway, we mentioned maybe this one turned to flat for one more drop. The only thing is this one turned to correction, and as what we expected the price drop, because we mentioned even if we get any trade set up for buy, we need to be aware about the internal flat for one more drop before we get the before the price tag the 55 cent. The price give was a drop. Now maybe we can put this one in relative to this. Anyway, we don't need to care about how about the correction. The only thing is what we get here is because of the news, because whatever the price drop here is following the Bitcoin. Because of the Bitcoin, the price drop because of the news. And we were expecting the price, if the drop, the first level was 0.6467, following by 0.44. And right now we can see the way it's dropping, we cannot follow these levels. The reason is because whatever the drop here we have is because of the news. And all the charts, they're following the Bitcoin. Okay, now we want to see what's the next. In this case, we move to daily chart. We want to see how we can look for trade based on daily chart. The only things we can say, may this one can retest the previous low. The reason is we move to forward chart, we can see why. And if we move to forward chart, first of all, in our analysis, we have been looking for this one as a correction relative to this. But since we get this sharp move down, now we need to know one more things. How about this flat? We have this down move. We have the 1, 2, 3 as the internal flat for correction. Maybe this is the one is going to retest the previous low. This is the what the reasons I want to mention this. The way it's dropping is really sharp. Anyone wants to look for trade based on 1 hour chart, they want to look for buy, they need to be aware of this. I don't want to say the price is going to drop and no one is should look for sell. The thing is there is a possibility because we have a flat. Okay, because whatever we had here, it didn't tend to a correction in relative to this, and because of this sharp move we can look for this option. We need to be aware if there is a continuation, the price can retest the previous low. Okay, in that case, if we want to look for buy, we need to be really careful. And right now, based on forward chart, we don't have any trades at all. We can expect the price drop some more. And in this case, if we will follow, we move to 1 hour chart, you want to see how we can look for trade. And right now, as I mentioned, we cannot follow these levels mostly because of the news, and still we can look for reversal. All right. For me, I think the possibility of the price retest the previous low is very less. For me, still, I will look for, if I get any reversal, I will take the trade, but still we need to consider if the price doesn't retest this low, and if we get any reversal with the breakout of this top, we need to be aware of this flat. Okay, still we need to consider about this if the price reverse without retesting the 0.38. And the most things is we need to look at the 0.44. Even we mentioned this one is because of the news, still we're looking at this level, whether the price can break or not. Okay, and again, right now we cannot look for trade either buy or sell since the price dropping really sharp. The best things is we wait to get the correction, and after that we see what we get, whether we get the reversal for trade or the correction for continuation. Okay, usually if we get the correction here, we can expect the price to drop some more. But the best things is what we're looking for. If we get any reversal with the flag, we take the trade. Okay, but the best things is we wait. We cannot jump in either for buy or sell because we don't have any confirmation, any trade setup. That's why the best things is we wait. We get the correction here, and after that we look for trade setup. And how about if the price sharply reverse from here, having entry above either 0.52 or 0.54, it can be an option. But we need to consider that if we want to have entry above this, what we want in case the price sharply reverse, we want the price break and continue the price tag, which is not moving within the first or second hours maximum, we take out the trade. We don't keep the trade because simply the price can tag and we get this flat for one more drop. Because when the price was here, we mentioned we want the price to move a bit higher, then we look for the flat. How about if the price reverse from here, we get this flat. All right, that's why having entry above this can be really risky. And again, even if the price reverse without giving us a trade setup, we are not going to go look for trade unless we have entry above this. And what we want if the price reverse sharply, similar to what we get here. What I mean by sharp, okay? If the price reverse as a corrective, we are not going to get the we are not going to get the trade by having entry above this too. Again, having entry above this is really risky. For those traders, they don't know how to manage it. They cannot take the risk. They shouldn't have entry above this and they should wait for the reversal and with the flag. Okay. In this case, we just follow the chart. If we get any reversal, still we can look for buy. But if we get any buy, we need to get the continuation with the sharp move, not the corrective move. In case this one turned to a big correction. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.